Hello and welcome to Holistic Diabetes Solutions. It's all about providing you with real life trainings, real life experience, and real talk. Today is all about ancient wisdom meeting modern health, all about the journey through energy healing and the practice of Qigong. So, for those of you who are wondering what else you could do to help empower your body to heal from the inside out, to help with so many areas of healing in your body, not just your cells and your tissues, but I'm talking about your organs, your heart health, your kidney health, your senses, your nervous system. It's so wonderful to be able to bring you some of the best self-care practices that are impacting people's lives and making the difference for them. So today I'm so excited because I'm hosting today to illuminate and shine a spotlight on really the connection between Qigong and diabetes wellness. As someone who has a Qigong master and who's been actively practicing Qigong, I can tell you it has impacted my life and my health significantly. And there's even things like remote healing energy, which I also experience on a regular basis. And that's what I want to bring to you and shine that spotlight on it. I want you to discover the transformational powers that you can have within yourself with simple movements, things that aren't difficult, yet provide that empowerment for yourself. I am here to introduce you to one of the major female masters of Qigong that comes through generational Qigong education, training, and experience. And I'm so thrilled because Master Teresa is someone who has healed her own health issues and she helps people all around the world. So I'm so excited to introduce you to her today. You're going to learn all about what Qigong is, how does it benefit people with diabetes. It's about learning practical techniques. It's about the things that you can do every day in your home that are going to make you have an enriched quality of life. And today we have Master Teresa, who is a unique female Qigong master, a very rare accomplishment in the world today because 99% of all Qigong masters have been men. So I really want to salute and acknowledge you, Master Teresa. And Master Teresa is in her 28th year. We're celebrating that of Qigong. And she recently actually presented at the Science of Tai Chi and Qigong as a Whole Person Health, which was really a great because it was a landmark conference recently. And what's really great about that is that Harvard studies and Brigham and Women's Hospital in 2023 are acknowledging these things and learning from some of the best teachers in the world. Those that are treasures in China have been those mentors for Master Teresa. So, hi, Master Teresa.
Hi, Cheryl.
And how are you? So great to have you here.
I'm excited and grateful to come to this platform.
It's a pleasure to be here and join our tribes here at Holistic Diabetes Solutions and introduce them to how powerful Qigong is. Can you give us a bit of a background on what Qigong is? People may have heard the word, and I know when I first heard it, I knew it had something to do with energy, but can you provide a little bit more information on what Qigong is for us?
Yes, great. It's mindful meditation with movements. It's very gentle. You can actually think about it like acupuncture on yourself with movements and breath work, and then get that result in terms of Chinese medicine, right?
That's amazing. So tell us a little bit more. So if in our minds, okay, when I understand that, when you're looking at the effects of localizing how this can work for you, I think also because I've had experience with it, you might be thinking of an area that you want to enhance, but yet it's an overall body enhancement. It's something that affects the entire body. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that chi and what that chi is?
It's energy. So everything is made of energy. You just change the word it to chi. The world is made by energy. Like Einstein would say, everything is energy. You become the energy, then you create your reality. So Qigong is just about using a method to cultivate your energy, your life force for all organisms. And then we practice it, and then it's very anti-aging and healing and support diabetes. Yeah.
The fact that it's a whole body experience because it goes through the energy in your body has to go through everywhere. So tell me a little bit more about how Qigong can be so effective and that relationship to diabetes? Like, what are some of the overall general benefits of Qigong for people with diabetes?
First, we are very happy that you're asking that question. One of the things that the world is struggling right now is relax, reduce anxiety and stress, right? So when we are stressful, then people understand the fight flight mode already. People understand that, but people may not understand when you practice the art of the breath work, relaxing with the Qigong, then you'll go back to the calm, peaceful state, which will be the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's very important because your heart beat will relax, your breathing rate will be easier, your blood pressure will be lowering, and then you also promote your digestion. And they are all the benefit of when you are in the parasympathetic nervous system is regulated.
So how would this influence somebody? I know that we had a conversation recently about people who, and so many people with diabetes, 70 to 80%, have heart issues. And that's a result of higher sugars and fluctuating sugars over many years, because it does affect the whole body and the heart. But you were talking about when we're practicing Qigong and how that can help post-operative issues with heart and even help prevent heart issues. Can you speak a little bit more to how that helps?
From our practice of the Qigong with our students who are diabetic, so we find that when they're practicing the Qigong, so insulin get regulated better. And then it works very well when they have like a coach, doctor like Dr. Cheryl, and work together as like a team. And then what we are doing is in a Qigong practice, we will have movements about, say, moving the diaphragm. And then our abdomen will be rising, bringing it in. We give a massage to all the organs, like the liver, diabetic, is the pancreas. So we are very focused in the abdominal area in the Qigong practice, right? And then you're doing it to promote digestion, which support the healing with the whole system as a whole person, right? So I'd love to show you a little touch of Qigong in that way.
We would love a demonstration with that. I think that would be awesome. So what you're talking about is the breath work and yes, the emotions. Can you talk to us a little bit about, because one thing here at Holistic Diabetes Solutions, we have a 4-pillar proprietary success system. And the first part is mindset and mind shifting and that whole emotional and mental component, because so often that's missing. And I'm so glad that you're here to talk with us about that today. Yeah. So it's really about the mindset, and with diabetes, yes, the meals and the movement, and then mastering some of these best self-care practices. So talk to us a little bit more about that breath work and emotions.
Excellent. So because I am a woman, I'm not a man Qigong master, so we are actually very good at expressing our feelings. And then we just realized traditional Qigong teaching don't actually allow us to really talk much about our feelings. And it's very important for people diabetic to connect with their feelings, by the way. My experience, if they connect with their feeling, they heal faster, better. Everything is easier when you reconnect with ourselves. So yeah, what we do in our Qigong practice is like how we do the breath work or the movement. We like to add into how to ground our feeling, just put a thought in releasing feelings. And then through the practice, when you finish your practice, whatever you felt at the beginning, you won't have the same feeling when you finish your Qigong practice. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes to get that result. Right. It's so easy. I love everyone will have a chance to experience some Qigong. It's real. That's it.
I know, just with you being my master and having Qigong practice with you, and something that I'd like to introduce our group to too, which is remote healing, because we've done that, and how effective that is. Because when it comes to the emotions. And as you said, so much of the time people are nervous and there's
Yes,
so much anxiety and there's so much worry and frustration and stress. Like, how do you turn down the barometer on that? And I think what you're saying is within a
yes.
short amount of time, the practice of Qigong can be that powerful that it can change the heart rate, it can change the pulse rate, it can change your experience. So is that what you meant when you talked about the emotions? Is it's a combination uh,
Yes.
of the movements and the breathing?
Yes, movements and the breathing, but then it relates to the vibration we are creating in the Qigong practice. Not all Qigong the same, right? Because we are, I would say we're more connected with our feelings as a woman. So we like to guide the people to feel their feelings and let go in the practice, and then you'll change that. They will just naturally change through the breath work and feel better. And do we want to show one of my students reverse diabetes in 6 months?
Sure,
So
please.
that
That
would
would
be
be
an
wonderful.
encouragement. That would be a good encouragement. Okay,
Sure.
we're here.
I became diabetic and I have sleeping problems. I started back in Qigong in March. I become very nervous because I have to do all kinds of diet control. I reversed my diabetic to pre-diabetic. So that was great because even my cardiologist said, oh, wow, you reversed the number in 6 months. Through coming back to the women's Qigong group, I find a community that allowed me to relax. Or my blood pressure issue has dropped down to maybe 115/70. So that's a big accomplishment. It comes from the Qigong practice that allowed me to relax. I no longer on the 6 months checkup. I have upgraded to annual. I have taken control of my health and I started able to sleep.
That is so amazing to hear the transformation that people can have when they're doing, even like you said, 10 minutes a day, once a day, twice a day, and the impact that can have. Thank you so much for sharing that, Master Teresa. That's amazing.
Thank you. I'm just so happy when people have any kind of improvement.
Yes.
It means a world to me to see them change their life. We just like to give energy and love the people that come to the class, and also look forward and wait for them to tell us what happened now. Oh my God, you got better. And then we are just, it's the best gift for Christmas, isn't it? Yeah.
So I think when we're talking about heart rate, I think when we're talking about respiration, I think that when we're talking about blood pressure, for those people with diabetes, it's all about that hormone balance with not just the insulin, but also with the cortisols and the adrenalines and getting that metabolic balance into getting that chi to help with that balance. I think that's what's going to help reduce all that chronic inflammation that people experience inside. So if this is a way, if this plays a role with blood sugars and our overall health, if there's a system where we're able to get rid of that chronic inflammation that's depleting the body, and we're able to then increase our healing energy inside, then we're able to heal.
Absolutely. It's so much easier to practice Qigong compared with, say, Tai Chi or yoga or any anaerobic exercises. And you don't have to go to the gym. You can just stay at home or by your computer and then practice 10, 15 minutes if you want. You can do as many times as you want in a day, and you will feel more relaxed for sure. So Qigong can have movements, like there are all kinds of movements that are very beautiful. As you are sitting in front of the computer, it might be just very simple as raising arm and just lowering arm. But then we do it slowly, breathe in, and then we breathe out. So when we are doing a movement like that, basically it's just relaxing, connecting with our physical body. But we are not really making energy, but it's just a start, right? So Qigong has movement. So we could have movement like raising up the hand, And then stretching, just very simple, like up the hand and then stretching. That could be breathe in and breathe out. We are actually taking care of the spleen meridians, which is connecting to the pancreas. Like breathe in. You can feel that even when you're raising up your arm, your abdominal muscle is getting something, right? And that's digestion. So you can interchange and do the other side. So in fact, there's a research on this set of movements on diabetes is already published online.
I think that's awesome. And having testimonials, and I've read so many testimonials that there are. And I can't thank you enough for introducing us to the practice of Qigong.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you too. Are there any final words that you'd like to let people know about Qigong and or yourself?
Yes, thank you. I would add that maybe some people will say, so what's your story or something? Just to make my story a little bit short is, I actually had tuberculosis. I threw up blood, contagious and quarantined. And I was only 20 years old. I was hospitalized. So I understand what it means to feel terrible. So I had my time. So now 28 years and as a single mother, and refers all my health problems to be like 66 years old now. And I think it's about time to give to people more and more who wants to change, to have a better life, physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and especially I belong to see people diabetic to have an easier life.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be so bad if you actually give Qigong a chance. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story, because it's going through those struggles that call us to action or introduce us to other opportunities or new things to embrace. And it's through our life experience that these things come along our path. I think you agree. So
Yeah.
the gift that comes out of those challenges is being able to grow in other areas and give back to yourself and others. So thank you for sharing that. And that's a very good point, that, I mean, having an active condition like tuberculosis where you're that sick, you need to look at what you can do for yourself. And I think that's just wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us. You can find Master Teresa here with us here at Holistic Diabetes Solutions. Where else can people find you, Master Teresa?
You can find me online. You can Google Master Teresa. I'm very easy to be found on the internet. And you can
Well, you also have two schools. Why don't you tell us about your two schools at Pure Land and Seventh Happiness? Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Nice. Thank you. I think something so amazing like Qigong that can reverse my health, and people really should have a chance to learn from other instructors and we say healers. We actually have a registered school of Canada so that you can become maybe a Qigong instructor if you want, or you want to learn how a Qigong can help a woman, maybe the menopause, we have that, or even for eyesight, we have that. Or maybe you want to be a remote healer too. We have a 7-month program to help people to do healing on Zoom. And just welcome you to join us. The 7 Happiness School of Qigong was the one before the Pure Land International Qigong. Because at that time, I was really unhappy. I was very unhappy a little bit at that time, because something happened in my life. There was the marriage broke and all those things. And I wanted to remind myself, Teresa, you should be happy. So I changed my school to the 7 Happiness to remind myself to be happy. I'm pretty happy now. And then I wrote the book, Unlocking Your Happiness Within, Living the Life You Choose with Qigong. And then I changed it back to the Pure Land International Qigong, because I just want Qigong to go international. That's where the name is coming from. Thank you.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you today for joining us here at Holistic Diabetes Solutions and learning a little bit more about some of the best self-care practices that are available for you that you might not be aware of, might not have heard about before. And that's what our purpose is here, is to bring you leading edge, world-class, real conversation, real life experience, and real transformation. For those of you who are in our Holistic Diabetes Solutions membership, we are so glad that you're there. And for those of you who'd like to learn more about it, you can see here on the screen, you click the link, come and join us, and you can join us for a wonderful experience with not just myself, but also with Master Teresa and other experts who are also walking us through some of these implementation trainings. So we'll see you on the inside, and have a powerful day.